What is up, my mates of YouTube? My name is Ozzy Marcel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about my top 5 fragrances for young men. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. What is up, mates? Just a quick little thing before I get into the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so by hitting the big red subscribe button down below. I've monetized my videos now, and every subscription and every view, every thumbs up, it all helps out immensely. I know I do things a little differently from pretty much every other fragrance creator there is here on YouTube, and I plan on keeping it that way. So if you want to help me out, do so by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you very much, guys. Now, the thing with fragrances for younger men is that they have to be affordable and they've got to smell attractive. So I've got a good selection of fragrances here that lean towards the fresher side, that lean towards the slightly sweeter side, and we are going to be talking about these fragrances. So my first one is Hollister Festival Vibes. Now, this is a clone, effectively a clone of Invictus Aqua. Performance is similar. For a $20 scent, this actually lasts a surprising amount of time, 8 hours with 2 sprays. And at the $20 price point, it is pretty good value as well. The fragrance itself is aromatic, it's sweet, it's got this powerful ambergris note. And the quality itself is higher than you would expect from a Hollister scent. I think it's Hollister Canyon Rush that smells like Creed's Aventus. It's sort of like a cheap alternative to Creed's Aventus. The performance isn't there, but that smells even better than this if you want another $20 scent that smells fantastic. But yeah, if you like that sort of Invictus Aqua style of scent and you want it on a budget, definitely check out Hollister Festival Vibes. However, if you'd rather a Paco Rabanne scent but you're on a super tight budget, then I'd recommend the Invictus Body Spray. This smells exactly like Invictus and it performs almost as long as Invictus as well, and it only costs about $20. So if you're stuck on brand names, you really want that brand name, check out the body spray. It's actually a surprisingly high quality. Next up, we have Tommy by Tommy Hilfiger. This is fresh, it's aromatic, it's got a crisp apple note and some mint in here as well. This is a beautiful smelling fragrance, and I've got a bottle here that I've had for over a decade now, and I still haven't used all of it. Look at that tiny bottle. But yeah, this is a very attractive fragrance. The 200 ml bottle comes on sale occasionally at Priceline for $40. I would buy Tommy on sale at that price point because that is good value. It is the 1990s in a bottle, it's attractive, it's a good throwback, and I don't imagine anybody to dislike the way this one smells. Like, for instance, I'm not the biggest fan of Invictus style fragrances, but I know there are a lot of people out there that love these style of scents. But I can get on board with Tommy. This is a great smelling fragrance. Very appropriate for after you shower as well. It's got that fresh, almost invigorating sort of vibe to it. Definitely check it out. Next up, we have Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct. Get the gift set or the box set if you prefer, rather than the fragrance on its own. It's actually cheaper that way. And this smells fresh and leathery. It's a unique scent. There's not too many fragrances out there that are both fresh and leathery. This has tropical fruit notes up top with a melon note. It's a little aromatic as well. That kind of reminds me of Vince Camuto's Vertu. And then it's got that sort of furry, leathery suede note in the base. Very long lasting at about 8 hours. Having said that though, I have read online that the performance for this one isn't incredible. So if you are after a fresh, leathery scent, something a little more on the mature side than some of the other fragrances that I've spoken about, check out First Instinct. However, try it out on your skin first, get a bottle, spray it on your hand, and see how long it performs before you commit to buying a bottle of it. Because this is probably the most expensive fragrance on the list at under $50 Australian. I have seen it on sale for $30, so maybe check it out at that price. But yeah, try it out on your skin before you commit to purchasing it, because I have read those reports. Next up, we have Nautica Voyage, an absolute classic, and Nautica Voyage Sport. Both of these fragrances come in at about $20 Australian. Nautica Voyage is very melon forwards, it's fresh, it's fruity, perfect for summer. And Nautica Voyage Sport, I used to think this was kind of more fresh and spicy, but it actually has some fruit notes as well. It's very sweet. Where's the tester strip? Yeah, this one's fruitier, it's a little younger smelling. I think I prefer Nautica Voyage, but Nautica Voyage Sport is very attractive as well, and they're both affordable. Performance for Nautica Voyage is pretty decent at over 7 hours with 3 sprays, and this one doesn't sit too heavy on the skin either, so you can reapply when needed. And as for Nautica Voyage Sport, it performs a little worse at about 5 to 6 hours, but at the $20 price point, you can do a lot worse. Both of those scents are great for compliments, and they're super attractive as well. And lastly, we have the most mature fragrance of the bunch, except maybe Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct. We have CK Free, $35 Australian at Chemist Warehouse. Aromatic, attractive. This is a fragrance for that guy that's on that bridge between adulthood and their teenage years. I can imagine a man in a nice blazer going out for dinner wearing this when they want to wear a fragrance that smells sharp and sophisticated, but they don't want to smell, you know, too heavy, too cloying with like chocolate, coffee, sweet notes like that. I used to be pretty critical of the Calvin Klein fragrances and the performance, but really, all of these fragrances smell incredible, and performance is about 6 hours with 2 sprays, and it doesn't sit very heavy on the skin either, so you can reapply where necessary. Very attractive, aromatic, it's got a little bit of a woodiness in the base, a slight bit of muskiness as well. It's very appealing, very attractive, and I've smelt this out in public and I've given compliments for people wearing this. It is very attractive, and at the $35 price point, it's affordable and attractive. So those are my picks for top 5 favorite fragrances for younger men. If you've got your own favorites and I haven't mentioned them, drop them down in the comments below. I'm sure everyone here is going to love to read what your recommendations are. And until the next video, my name is Ozzy Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.